Hey everyone, welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. So today we have a drag build and tune for the 2015 Chevy Corvette. So if you enjoyed the video or find it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, so this is a pure drag tune, so the car is still rear wheel drive with the stock supercharged V8. So now we're going to take it up to the festival drag strip so that we can see how fast it can get by the speed trap at the end. So pulling up into the staging booths here, line up straight, just like that. So we're going to launch this car without any clutch, so just hold the revs at whatever the game wants you to and you just let go. There won't be any wheel spin at all. The car will just fly off of the line. Then we go up into fourth and hold it until the speed trap, and we got a speed of 309 kilometers an hour. Alright, so now we're taking our 2015 C7 Corvette into the festival drag strip race so that we can see how fast it is against other cars, as well as get a time by the end. So we'll probably get a bit of wheel spin at launch there, but the car holds straight up into fourth gear now. We can see that we are close to the front. Up into fifth. We're probably not going to win this one, but the car does well either way, and we got a time of 15.3 seconds. Alright, so now that we've seen how fast the 2015 C7 Corvette is, we'll now take it into the festival where I'll show you how to upgrade and tune it. Alright, so first off we're going to come into the custom upgrade menu here with our stock 2015 Chevy Corvette Z06. So first, if we come over to the aero and appearance, we don't need to come into conversions as there's nothing we need to do in here, as we're keeping the stock engine and rear wheel drive. So aero and appearance, we're just going to take off the rear wing as that saves a few kilos as well as drag. So now into tires and rims. In here we're going to put on the drag tire compound, making the rear tire widths as wide as possible, don't touch the front ones. Then into rim style, we'll switch out for something as light as possible, just like these ones. You can pick whatever you want. Then we're going to add some spaces to the front and the rear of the car. So you come out of tires and rims now into drivetrain. So in here we'll be putting in the race clutch, then the race 6-speed transmission and the race differential. So now we'll come into the platform and handling. In here we'll be putting in the rally or off-road springs and dampeners, then the race front and rear anti-roll bars and the race weight reduction. So finally is the engine tab. So in here we'll be doing the race intake, race fuel system, race ignition, race exhaust, race cams and valves, then the race engine block, race pistons and compression, the race supercharger, and finally the race flywheel. So that's it as far as upgrades go for the C7 Corvette, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Okay, so now that we've upgraded our 2015 Corvette, we can now come over to the custom tuning menu over here. So first off, I'll show you the metric tune, and then I'll show you the differences for the imperial tune, and I'll leave the tune code on screen now. So front and rear tire pressures, we're going to set these down to 1.0 bar, just like that. Then if we come over to the gearing, we're going to set our final drive down to 2.40. Come down to there. First gear, we're going to set this to 3.55. Second will be set to 2.50. Third will be set to 1.71. Fourth will be set to 1.24. Fifth will be set to 1.05. and 6 will be set to 0.89. So next, if we come over to the alignment, our front and rear camber angles will be set to 0 degrees, and then the front cast angle to 7 degrees. Next, if we come over to the anti-roll bars, stiffen these up as much as possible in the front and the rear. So 65 in the front, 65 in the rear. Now if we come over to the springs tab, in the front here, you'll want 63.0. Just come up to there. In the rear, we'll set this to 60.0. Now for the ride heights, we can leave the front maxed out, but the rear, we're going to bring this down as low as possible, so 9.3. Now if we come over to the dampening, our front rebound stiffness here, we're going to set this down to 2.8. The rear, we'll set this down to 4.4. Now the front bump stiffness, we're going to bring this up to 7.8, just like that. Then the rear bump stiffness will set up to 9.4. So finally is the differential tab at the end, which is going to bring our rear acceleration all the way up to 100%. So that's it as far as the metric tune goes for the 2015 Corvette. So now I'll show you the differences for the Imperial tune. Alright, so as far as differences go for the Imperial tune, is you want 15 PSI in both the front and the rear tyres. Then if we come over to the springs tab over here, you're going to set your front springs to 352 and the rear ones to 335. Then the ride heights to 5.4 in the front and 3.7 in the rear. So that's it as far as the differences go for the Imperial tune, so you can go ahead and apply all of these. Alright everyone, so this has been a drag build and tune for the 2015 Corvette C7. So if you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe.